Alright, engineer. Now, the builder Texas man is technically under support, which means that NG mains are all team players and like to help out their fellow mercs, right?
Wrong!
Well, it's partially right. Some NG mains are really great people and they like to help out the team, while others, well, their entire goal of the game is just to piss other people off, teammates included. And believe it or not, you can actually tell who's who just by looking at their hat. Now, there's a general rule of thumb here. If the hat is really just a hair cosmetic, then you can't trust them. If it's an actual hat, then they're usually pretty cool. That being said, there's one huge exception to this rule, which I'm gonna go over first. So, are we ready? All right, let's go. Yeah, this is the exception. This guy is a griefer and just plays NG to piss other people off. Yeah, he's that one guy who will place teleporters in places that'll get his teammates stuck or killed. He places mini sentries on high tower, not because he wants to practice his DM, but just because he wants to ruin it for the other people. You know, he's just an all-around ruiner of fun. Just don't trust these guys. This guy is old school. And that's not to say they're good or bad, but they're certainly experienced. You can usually find these guys doing really ballsy forward holds on payload maps. It's always really fun to see how they turn out. This guy isn't necessarily a griefer, but you still probably shouldn't trust him. Half the time his teleporter won't go anywhere useful, and the other times it'll just send you off a cliff. So when you see one of these guys on your team, just be aware. Hey, did you know that the visor on the hot rod will go down if you move buildings with it? Hey, did you know that when you're moving that gear up and you have the hot rod on, the visor will go down? Hey, this is so cool. I have to tell everybody about this. Okay, we get it. Your visor goes down. Cool. You don't have to tell literally everybody you meet ever about it. Of course, you know, you're going to anyway, but... jeez. Most people seem to think that these are headphones, but they're actually earmuffs. Of course, nobody actually wears them as earmuffs. Most of these that you see will have like earbuds with them or something so that they look like headphones, but they actually function as earmuffs pretty well because nobody can seem to hear anything when they're wearing these things. Once again, you probably shouldn't trust these guys. These NGs are the people who will put sentries in just the most random places. And then of course they immediately get destroyed because, you know, it's a terrible sentry spot, but it doesn't matter because they got that one cheeky sentry kill. You know, I actually know a former Peacenik's Ponytail NG who had so many people say in chat who would put their sentry there that he actually named his wrench that. This is the NG equivalent of the Pootis bird. Total bro, team player, and all around just an awesome person. They also tend to stick together too, so if you see one beat man, chances are you're gonna see another one pretty soon. This is another old school player, and you usually see these guys on Dust Bowl or Gold Rush. They know those maps like the back of their hand, and they know the craziest sentry spots. These guys are always a blast when you have them on your team, but they're a huge pain in the ass when you're up against them. This one's a war pig. They usually run minis, and you'll probably find them trying to battle NG their way through the entire enemy team. I mean, if I'm being honest, they'd really just be better off playing scout. But most of them can't actually aim, so they just play NG, so their sentries aim for them. This guy's a fairly average NG. I mean, he's a team player, and he's usually pretty good at the game, too. But a lot of times you'll see these guys holding back. They're passive players. I mean, sure, they're not building on last when the first point hasn't even been capped yet, but you probably won't see these guys rocket hauling at all. Hey, look, another war pig. Except this time around, it's a full-on superiority complex. This guy thinks he's the tactical, cunning, intelligent, frickin' Shiro of an engineer main, and he has to make sure that everybody knows it. Except, you know, half the time his plans don't even work, and it's clearly his team's fault, not his. No, that would just be stupid. This is another one of those hats that you only ever see in a low-tier unusual. Back when I was in the trading scene a couple years ago, you could get a nuts and bolts Hetman's headpiece for less than 10 keys if you found the right quick seller. Wait, what? Where's the edgy hat? Hang on. No. Oh, that might work. I mean, it's a demon hat, so it's still kind of silly, you know? It's not really edgy. I guess I could use this new one. There's a Reaper skin like that one, so I could... no, that's a huge stretch. Well, shit. Well, how am I gonna end the episode? I always end with an edgy joke. What am I gonna do? Oh, right. Hey guys, there's gonna be ear rape Uncle Dane music for the Danger's Uncle Dane if it's painted white. That one Uncle Dane hat. The Danger's just an Uncle Dane. I hope a heavily distorted. He's gonna do the Danger and say they're trying to do Danger. All right. I'll do the freaking Uncle Dane joke. Jeez. Okay. Wow, you're such an Uncle Dane impersonator. You're not allowed to use this hat because a popular content creator also wears this hat. There, you happy? Okay, yeah, me neither. All right, Clearly, we're gonna need to do something a little bit special. Once again, you can listen to the full track without having to listen to me talk first over on my music channel. There's a free download over on that video as well, so feel free to grab a copy. Yeah. Alright, that's gonna do it for this episode. Like always, I'd like to remind you guys to make sure and let me know if I missed a hat that you wanted to see, since I'm doing the honorable mentions episode at the end of this series. And before you go and type a comment about the level 3 chin, let me stop you right there. That's a misc, not a hat. That's a series for another day. Also, Medic is up next, so if you'd like to see a certain hat for him, let me know. And I think that's it. Alright, cool. Thanks for watching, guys.